and welcome to Hong Kong, a nation that derives its name from the Chinese for fragrant harbour. It's a vibrant metropolis that has more skyscrapers than any other city in the world, and thousands of visitors come for the food, the shopping, and of course the view of the harbour. But we're here at the Hong Kong Coliseum for quarterfinals day at the Yonex-Sunrise Hong Kong Open, the last of the 12 tournaments on this year's MetLife BWF World Superseries. The Super Series is the elite tier of tournaments in the sport of badminton. 12 tournaments that span the globe, plus, of course, we have the season-ending Super Series finals, and the destination, once again, is Dubai. Just the top 8 players and pairs in each of the 5 disciplines will qualify for the end-of-year finale. So it's only the results from the 12 tournaments, Super Series tournaments, which count towards that qualifying process. So this Hong Kong Open has been critical in securing the final qualification places. Well, it's quarterfinals day today, as I say, and we're starting with women's singles, and Akane Yamaguchi, fresh from victory last week at the China Super Series event. She's up against the Olympic and World Championships silver medalist Pusarla Sindhu of India. Then it's men's singles and 2 former world number ones. Lee Chong-wei, 7-time finalist and 4-time former champion here in Hong Kong, is up against the 2014 champion Son Wan-ho of Korea. Then it's mixed doubles and the home favourites Tang Chung-man and Si Yoon-siwei, winners of the Denmark Premier Super Series earlier this year. They're up against the winners of the Japan Super Series, Wang Yi-lu and Huang Dongping. Then it's the second women's singles, and Tai Tzu-ying, the defending champion and 2-time winner of the Hong Kong Open, is up against the bronze medalist from the recent World Championships, Chen Yufei of China. Then we finish with men's doubles, and Inoue and Kaneko, in their first Super Series since reaching the final of their home event in Tokyo. They're up against the World Championships silver medalists Mohamed Hassan and Rian Agun Saputro. Well, with women's singles being our first quarter-final of the day, a chance for us to look at the women's singles draw. And at quarter-final stage, 7 different nations involved, 7 seeds, 2 players from China. And 6 of the 8 quarter-finalists have been in a Super Series tournament final this year. The exceptions, Michelle Lee, who, as you can see, was beaten by Arachana Quintanon. And the other one is the player we're about to watch, Chen Yufei, who is up against the number 1 seed and defending champion Tai Tzu-ying of Chinese Taipei. So what a match to get us underway on quarterfinals day. They've only just opened the doors, I can tell you, here at the Hong Kong Coliseum. A venue that was built in 1983. It's a magnificent building. It's shaped like an inverted pyramid. Has a capacity of about 12,000 people, but we are only using half of the arena. So our 2 quarterfinalists are coming on to centre stage, led out by our umpire, Jakob Simberg of Denmark. So the 2 players, I can tell you, there is quite a contrast in height between the 2 of them. Pusarla Sindhu is one of the tallest players on the world tour, at about 5'11", 1m80. Opponents, you can really see the height difference there, can't you? Akane Yamaguchi is just 156, that's just under 5'2". But 2 of the world's best players, in fact, until yesterday, it was Pusarla who was the world number 2. Yesterday, it was Akane Yamaguchi who became the world number 2. Now, as you can see, this will be the 6th meeting between the 2 players. The last time they met, it was Akane Yamaguchi who won in 2 straight games. That was the semi-final of the French Super Series in Paris. So here is a player who has been in the final of the last 3 Super Series tournaments, because she was beaten finalist in Denmark and again in Paris a week later. And then last week, she won the China Premier Super Series. Back to her highest ever ranking of number 2 in the world. This is her 3rd spell, so this is her 14th week in total as world number 2. Now, as you can see, her 2 matches have both gone the full distance. In the first round against Kim Ho-win of Korea, and then yesterday against the winner of the Indonesian Premier Super Series. Had 2 game points, incidentally, in that opening game, which she dropped 24-26, but came through in 3 minutes shy of the hour mark. So to her tall opponent, Pusarla Venkata Sindhu, 22 years of age, born in Secunderabad, which is just north of Hyderabad. And she, as I was explaining, has gone down 1 place in the world ranking, down to number 3 from her career high of number 2. A total of 10 weeks as world number 2, the Olympic and World Championships silver medalist. Now, she had the left-hander yesterday, Ohori from Japan. Both of her matches in 2 straight games, as you can see. So, from previous matches, it looks as if she has been in better form. But of course, with her losing last week in the quarterfinal stage to the player that Akane Yamaguchi then beat in the final, the qualifier Gao Fangjie, it means that she's had more recovery time as we look at our court officials. So Jakob Simberg, as I was telling you, and Dennis Law from Hong Kong is the service judge. So the Yamaguchi serve, very famous, standing very near the front service line, a big wind up to that high serve, a really classical women's singles serve, trying to get the serve right to the back of the court with a vertically falling shuttle. So as you saw earlier, this is the 6th meeting between these two, so the Japanese coaches there. So the winner from the China Premier Super Series a week ago, Akane Yamaguchi, far side of the court as we look down, getting this quarterfinal underway. Well, she's making her 4th consecutive appearance here, the Japanese player. And in her 4th appearance, this is her 3rd quarterfinal. Oh, that's well played from Sindhu. Quarterfinalist. As we look at Pusarla, in fact, was beaten finalist a year ago. Lost out to Tai Su Ying of Chinese Taipei. But as I was telling you, Yamaguchi, quarterfinalist in 2014 and again in 2016. Good rally. Oh, it's a super angle. That's what she does so well, using her height to create the acute angles. And that's one of her favorites, I can tell you. Well, the accumulation of tiredness after her victory last week and her 2 previous finals prior to that. Of course, there was a little bit of a break between the French Super Series final, which she lost, and then the China Open. 2 weeks break. But this is a very good start for last year's beaten finalist. it's a couple of errors she's made on the drop shot at the moment. Yamaguchi just struggling to find her range. Now, was she going to leave it? Very odd looking shot. Must have changed her mind. Good judgment. Winner of 2 Super Series events this year as we look at Pusarla's coaches, Bulelo Gopichand and Mulyo Handoyo. Oh, there's a challenge here, first challenge of the day. Now we await for Hawkeye to adjudicate for us. Oh, she was pretty swift with her challenge. Oh, it just caught the line. So the line judge was correct. A little smile there from Bulelo Gopichand. Oh my goodness. Her retrieving ability is just astonishing. And there's another from Akane Yamaguchi. Yeah. The pressure, the psychological pressure that she puts on opponents by forever getting the shuttle back. Opponents start thinking they've got to play a perfect shot to make a winner. In trying to play the perfect shot, that's when they start making errors. But Pusarla Venkata Sindhu to the mid-game interval with a 5-point advantage. Just 7 minutes into the match. So it's Bulelo Gopichand who's giving the instruction at the moment in the red tracksuit top. Look at the way she's taking that so early. Racket arm outstretched. Look at that. Tumbles the shuttle. And while the shuttle is tumbling, it's very, very difficult for opponents to control the reply. Have to wait until it's come out of the tumble, and then you've let the shuttle drop too low. That's a big smash. Japanese coaches Satoko Sutsuna and Choi Sang-bum. Oh, that's nice. She'd done all the hard work at Yamaguchi, getting her opponent out of position. going for that favourite, round the head cross-court, acute angle again, Pusarla. Oh yes. At least 2 deep pushes to the Akane Yamaguchi deep forehand corner before then going for the winning drop shot. Yeah. Keep your opponent to the back. Then suddenly switch it up with a bit of deception. And good tactics. Yeah, the body language of Yamaguchi screaming mental tiredness to me. Perhaps emotional tiredness too. Oh my goodness me. Oh, it's just wide. Well, the attempted kill from Yamaguchi came off the frame of the racket, and therefore it gave Pusarla an opportunity. That one. Oh, in fact, it was called a fault. Couldn't hear the umpire. It was called a fault by Yamaguchi, taking the shuttle before it had crossed over the net. Oh yes, that's clearly in. That's a lovely shot from PV Sindhu. Three points away from the opening game. Good rally. Oh, lovely drop shot. Forcing the error. Pusarla at full stretch to try and reach that. goodness. Hasn't found the range on her net play, that's for sure. So 8 game point opportunities for last year's beaten finalist. Only needed the one. 21-12 opening game for the number 2 seed Pusarla Venkata Sindhu. 14 minutes and 21-12. Final point, an attempted block across court. Never took it early enough. They're definitely saying something about the net play. So the umpire calls 20 seconds. That's a clear indication for the players to return to court for the start of the second game. Now, during that 2-minute timeout, my interpretation was that the 2 Indian coaches, or coaches for the Indian player, Pusarla Venkata Sindhu, I think there was talk about net play. I personally thought she was getting the better of the 2 players on the front court exchanges. Pusarla may perhaps want her to maintain that authority. Yeah, all set up really by the net shot. We didn't see it, it was before that. Forced the short lift, you can tell from where Pusarla's feet were as she played that last smash. It was inside the double service line. So not at the back of the court. That's why she was able to play the winner. Good judgment, it goes long. Oh, that's perfection. What a super shot. back level. I know it's very early stages in this second game. It's just wide. And indeed, now Yamaguchi into the lead. 20 years of age and already 9 Super Series tournament finals, having won 4 of them. Youngest ever winner of a Super Series title, this young lady, when she won the 2013 Japan Open as a qualifier. Aged just 16 years, 3 months and 16 days. It's incredible. It's gone long. Yep, and they approve of that. Indecision costing her dear. Lead fluctuating between the two of them at the moment. Oh, that's a super angle. Most definitely finding her range now. Yamaguchi was the #1 seed at the recent World Championships in Glasgow. Lost in the last 16 to Chen Yufei. Went on to win a bronze medal, and the player will be watching a little later on. In fact, the 4th match this evening. Good rally. It's a very good rally. Oh, and that's landed in. Precision play from Yamaguchi. I suspect that might be the longest of the match so far. Oh my goodness, how did she get that back? The defensive shot scooped off her right hip. Well, that was an amazing defensive shot from Yamaguchi. Here she goes to the mid-game interval with a 3-point advantage. That was a good smash. Look at that. How on earth did she defend that one? Well, she's shaking out her legs as if there's a bit of lactic acid build-up. That wouldn't be surprising, given the number of matches she played last week, and then 3 games in the first 2 rounds here. Just long. Well, this is a run of 5 straight points. It was 8-all. Not nearly high enough or deep enough on that cross-court clear from Yamaguchi. Still clever placement from this lady. Oh, that's just delightful. Just rolls the racket head at the last moment. So the whole body motion suggests it's going cross-court, and then with the pronation of the forearm there, keeping the shuttle straight. Well, went for the same disguised straight drop with the reverse slice, but this time nowhere near making it. Got a glimpse of the 2 coaches for Pusarla in the background having a discussion about a reverse slice there. Certainly by the gestures, that's my interpretation. As another one drifts long. Missed it. Just long off the back line. And creeping ever closer. Now Pusarla. Not the longest rally so far. That's good judgment though, wasn't it? She's got problems controlling the shuttle from that far side of the court. PV Sindhu. Is she saying she wanted to challenge? Well, good umpiring, because that was far too late. Well, that wasn't even close. I would have wasted a challenge there. The other one goes long. So just 1 point the deficit now. Both the players enjoying success by putting very little pace on the shuttle. It's always more difficult as a defender to have to judge how much pace you put on it on the shot yourself rather than using your opponent's pace. Oh my goodness, off the frame of the racket. Gone wide. Just wide. And back level. Having been 5 points adrift twice earlier on in this second game. Good comeback by PV Sindhu. And that's gone wide. It's gone into the lead at this crucial stage. Missed it. Well, this is an extraordinary comeback from 13-17. 7 of the last 8 points to give herself 2 match points. Match point opportunities. one of them goes a-begging. This time, drop shot. Oh, my goodness, another very awkward-looking defensive shot. Oh, my goodness, and it's landed in. So victory to the number 2 seed, Pusarla Venkata Sindhu. What an extraordinary way for the match to finish. Yamaguchi looked as if she was about to play it, desperately tried to get out of the way, and it landed in. So 21-12, 21-19, the margin of victory for last year's beaten finalist, the number 2 seed, Pusarla Venkata Sindhu. Just watch this. She's about to play it. Very awkward movement to get out of the way, and it landed in. So through to the semi-final once more. Number 2 seed, Pusarla Venkata Sindhu. So last year's beaten finalists, Pusarla Venkata Sindhu, safely through and ending a 3 Super Series tournament final run from Akane Yamaguchi. Of course, the previous 3 Super Series she had been in the final, including winning the title last week in China. So next up is 2 former world number 1s, Lee Chong-wei, the 7-time finalist and 4-time former champion, up against the champion from 3 years ago, Song-man Ho of Korea. So as far as the men's singles draw is concerned, well, 2 of the quarterfinals were completed this afternoon. The former champion and 2-time finalist Chen Long, the Olympic champion, is safely through against the qualifier Lee Dong-kwon from Korea. And the young Dane, Anna Zantensen, through to a 3rd Super Series semi-final this year. So the young Dane doing extremely well indeed. Of course, in the bottom half of the draw, we've got the all-Chinese quarter-final, but we're concentrating on that bottom quarter. It is Lee Chong-wei against Song-man Ho. Incidentally, in the quarter-final stage, as we wait for the players to come on to court, we had 4 players who, between them, had won 11 of the last 13 Hong Kong Open men's singles titles. Only exceptions over the last 13 championships were Chen Jin and Ka Long. And Ka Long was in the draw until yesterday because he was beaten by